let's say you're with a new person and they're willing to put out on the first date, is that a bad sign? And I know there's going to be some criteria that might make this a little different. So for example, let's say you've been talking to this person for quite a while and you've gone back, like it's not like your first time really meeting them. Like let's say you've met or you know them from somewhere. Do you take that as a bad, like is that like a red flag? Because
I mean,
in society, I feel like as a whole, a lot of people are like, oh, they put on a first date, like they're easy, or it's like, go on, Lucas. Yeah, let's hear this.
I see it's double standards. If you're willing to put on the first date and so are they, you're just as guilty. Like
But
if
is it a
you
bad
feel
thing? My question is more: is it a bad, like is
no,
that a bad sign or a bad thing?
I think it's a sign of comfort. Like if like a good example is like my girl and I, before we got physical, we had FaceTime maybe 3 or 4 times before we had met in person. We didn't do that on the first date, but to me it's like
you did. You did.
I kissed her chin instead of her mouth, bro. It was sick.
Wait, that's what putting out is when you kiss their chin, actually. So
it was like Spider-Man scene.
You slut.
I was like upside down and shit.
You're so easy.
On top of my car. No, but like
my back.
it's all comfort. Like if you're going in with zero information for a hookup, to me that's a different version of I've known this person for a long time. We started dating, and now after a month of talking and we've FaceTimed so many times, we've met for the first time due to COVID. We've met and we hooked up. To me, it's like, well, I think those two weigh differently. But I think you're just as guilty as a person. Like double standard is a big point. Like if I were to hook up with someone on the first date, I can't judge them because I should have the same level of disrespect I would give them for that, right? Like if I'm like, oh, she was down on the first date. Wow, what a bitch. Like I should be just as guilty on that. I'm a bitch as well.
I think it's something that's viewed a lot more when people are younger than, let's say like at our age now. Because it's like at our age, when you're getting with someone, and again, like I don't know how I haven't really been dating, like in the dating scene for long, but it's like as you get older, it's like you know what you're looking for in some and other.
No,
like,
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
I think there's it's
because you get older, right? You have more experience into.
I know people who are older than me who have no idea what they're looking for. It's dependent on the person.
Well, absolutely dependent on the person. But I think what Matt's saying is just majority of the time people tend to figure.
Like people are like, I know what I'm looking for in a partner. So when I meet someone and when we click, like, it's not. I think it's going to be like if that's how you like. If you're able to build that kind of connection, like I don't think that's a bad thing. I think it's a good thing. If you're able to, like you said, Lucas, if you're able to feel that kind of comfort, and build off of emotions with someone, on a first date like that.
Yeah.
I think
if you're able to be vulnerable,
then it is a bad thing.
Yeah, if you're able to connect early and be vulnerable with someone early, I think that's a good thing. You're setting a good basis for a relationship, but I think it's also very situational on how you're being vulnerable. If you're being vulnerable, just being naked.
I think you guys might be looking at it. I'm not disagreeing with you. But
it seems like you are.
Yeah, you might be looking at it in more.
Nice shirt. I think your shirt sucks.
That's the typical preface to someone who's disagreeing is like, I don't want to disagree with you, but.
Yeah, you know what? The only time I ever hear I'm not trying to be rude is either they're about to be rude as fuck or R. Kelly's about to sing the Star Trek mission.
Good fucking meme. Fuck you, Lucas.
Yeah, you're the worst, bro. You're literally the worst.
No, what I was gonna say is yes. Big up. No, not you. I think you guys might be looking at it too optimistically, or maybe too much through a lens of your own interest, which is a good thing. Which, sure, through lens of hope. I think it really depends on what you're going in with and what your intentions are.
That's a good point to clarify.
Right? Like, I think if you're going in with the intention of a hookup and stuff, by all means, cool. Like, to your point, you're comfortable. You're an adult. You can make whatever decisions you want to make. Great, good for you. But if you're going in looking for something long term and something meaningful, me personally, if she was like, "Yo, you trying to bump bellies tonight?" I'd be like, "Whoa!" Like,
what if you had that level of connection that it was just like sparks fly, like it's like a interaction you've never felt that way before about?
Then sure. But yeah, if there's something like that.
Yeah, I agree. Like it's not I'm not. I think gonna go into a date being like, I hope this is what happens. But if it's like if things play out and it's like, holy shit, like I really connect with this person, and they're like we're both ready to take it. Like I wouldn't see this, but like I wouldn't judge someone for being.
Let's
like,
be honest
like,
though, you
No,
shave
I
either
wouldn't
way.
ju- no, I
You
wouldn't
shave
judge
either way though.
You never know.
Let's
man.
be honest,
You never,
because
you
I think
never know.
everyone's guilty of you shave either way. Like you don't expect it.
Last thing you want to do is be
Shave
caught
after-
up in a situation and be like, no, I'm not ready.
The Jungle Cruise is real.
my dick looks too small with all the pubes. Actually, no, I'm just kidding. I still have that problem when I do shave, though.
My dick looks too small. Period. Yeah, shame. It's a shame.
Shame,
But,
shame.
Shame.